Morning, Raga. Welcome to my little garden.
Wow.
Yeah, let's start off by plucking some guavas for Daisies who really love this because I love to eat guava with a lot of tara, that is paprika. I put a little bit of salt and a little bit of turmeric, and you have a snack, afternoon snack, which is so delicious. It brings back the memories from my childhood, and also, this is how we used to walk home from our college, having a little piece of guava in the hand, getting on the bus. It is called BTS bus in Bangalore. So we used to have this, wait for the bus, 401B. That was the number, I still remember. And the wait was so fantastic because of the guava in the hand and a little bit of the spice. Isn't life all about spice?
Very true. Wow.
So let's
Look
go.
at the govas.
Pluck some guavas.
How do you take care of your guava plant?
This is actually the hardiest plants that you will find in San Diego. You don't have to do anything, you just plant them and forget about it. That's it.
It's so easy.
It's that easy. Dig a hole, let's say 4 inches deep, and lots of tender loving care with the soil, regular soil from Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever you have. And if you are a coffee drinker, you're in for a treat because the the waste from the coffee when you get the decoction, and instead of throwing into the trash, just keep putting it in here, and it dries up, it amalgamates itself into the soil, and voila, you're helping your guava. And do I do this because I like the afternoon snack and guava and coffee? Are you able to connect the dots? Maybe it's my caffeine high, 3 o'clock, but it works out. Ladies, grow some guava.
You need to show me your other plants as well.
Sure, come on,
Yeah.
follow me.
Okay, this is your lovely guava.
Here you have my beautiful bananas. And banana trees are one of, we could call it kalpavriksha too. You know why? You can make palya. I don't know what you call this, but in Kannada we call bare huvina palya. So it's basically you take a small little banana flowers and add some onions and coconut and make a small palya out of it, or it's called poriyal in Tamil. Um, and it has so much B vitamins. You have a beautiful side for your rasam or sambar. And then once you're done using it, of course, you eat the banana. Once you cut the tree, you take the inside of the stem and you can make another dish out of it. And in Kannada, it is called Bale Dundin Palya. And it is really good to cleanse your system. It brings out all the toxins out of your gut. So
But does banana need maintenance?
not really in oceanside because we have a lot of marine layer, the moisture coming from the ocean. But I would say this: bananas require a lot of water, and as much as water you can give a banana plant, it's going to soak it up. And I have a pond right here. Sometimes the roots get to the pond and it causes a little bit of havoc there, but well, that's the downside. It needs a lot of water.
Water. Does it take, how many years does it take? Usually banana
It
tree to
takes a
fruit.
bit of time. I would say if you get a good this type banana tree and plant it, establishing takes about 3 to 4 years, where you can have a big sized banana plant all over. The good thing about a banana is like a weed. You plant one, it keeps on multiplying very quickly. But again, water is of utmost importance to bananas. Let me put some more of
Now,
that.
which plant are you showing us? I mean,
Oh,
which tree?
yeah, okay. Well, I can show you some figs. Right now, this is not a good season for the figs. It's all done, but around August, you have this beautiful plant which yields about 50 to 70 figs. And figs are really good for health. They have iron and B vitamins. So make your kids eat at least a fig a day when in season, and you can see them bright and nice. Iron being very important for the kids, especially for the kids who don't have meat. Get them into habit of eating figs.
So what is the season for figs usually?
Usually we have them between August, September is a very good time. I get these are purple figs, so they are wonderful around that time of the year. And also you can dry them and keep them. But I just say eat them fresh.
Yeah. Oh, wow. See those little cuties over here. You have fishes too.
Yes, I do. I actually have a lot more. A natural predator of the fishes. Cats and birds have killed a few of them. But we have put a net over our pond to deter that. I used to have some lotus plants in the summer. Right now, that little pond where you can see, that used to be where I used to plant my lotuses. They will be back next summer.
Isn't it all lots of work?
It is. But then once you set it up, it's almost like running a large company. You set everything up and get help of a gardener who gets to clean stuff. But yes, you will have to spend at least 3 to 5 hours in a week, which I put it off to every weekend.
Wow. 3 to 5 hours a
Yes,
week.
yes.
okay.
You need to give that much time so you can keep them clean. You can. It is work, but if you love sitting outside in your yard and enjoying things, I think it's a time well spent.
Work, yeah. My next question is like, how do you fertilize these? Do you use external fertilizers or do you make your own compost?
Yes, I do make my compost, which I have it on the other side. But this is not a very good time to make compost because compost needs heat.
Oh, so it's summer.
But you can start collecting stuff right now during summer. During winter, you can see those leaves which are fallen under my peach tree. So I grab all of them, I put it there in my composter, and when the summer comes, you let the nature take care of things. You just don't interfere.
So you
with that.
stack all these dry leaves as well?
Yes, I just put it right in my composter where I have kept it, and it is facing the east. So I get about 6 hours of sun this side, and I let the composter sit there. But if you don't want to buy a composter, you can still compost. And the easiest way to do is try digging a hole, which I have also done here. And you can see a lot of little plants coming up here. It is the tomatoes and the things that I have put into the soil, and I have closed it.
Wow.
So you could do that too. Dig about 5 to 6. Dig a big hole, whatever you can. I'm not going to give you a number, even if it is 1 feet. Just dig a nice hole and keep it open for a few days. And then start putting your onion peels, carrot peels, your tea, leftover tea stuff, tea leaves, coffee powder. After you do your decoction, and don't have to trash them, just put them here and use non-bleached coffee filters. That it's brown in color. You get it in the stores. Use that so it composts easily, and you're nice to the nature. You're not putting more bleach stuff, because that's what you're going to eat. If you're going to put bleach stuff, then you're going to be ingesting bleach too. So try and get the ones which are brown color, which are not bleached, and voila, you'll have some plants. And I have a little bit of bitter melon. I don't know, we call it hagelkai in Canada. and I put that. It is a winter crop, so I'm going to be getting that
Oh,
by January, February.
wow.
So try to use whatever land you have. You don't have to have a very huge yard, but it is, you do what the best you can, and it reduces the carbon footprint because the amount of times you run to the store, and God knows when they have picked that fruit. Maybe it's 2 months ago and they have washed it.
So do you think we can grow in a very small space as well? I love your tomatoes over here.
Yeah, I have tomatoes. I have some Thai basil which I use when I do my pastas or when I do pho at home. And this is called dotpatre. I'm not sure what it is called in English, but wintertime I let my kids go at it. I make tamburi out of it, especially when children have fever or some skin ailments. This is great. So you can grow it in your apartment yard, a backyard or a patio. You can just get
So
one.
what are the best, I mean, can we, probably not trees, but what are the best plants to grow in the apartment space?
In the apartment space, you can grow your karvepala, the curry leaves, which you can keep in your patio. It doesn't take a lot of effort. In the winter, probably you shield it from the frost and get it inside and put it in your where you have your slider doors, where you get maximum sunlight. Try the best you can. But yes, I started off in an apartment in 2001. We used to live in an apartment, and just so that you guys know, I used to grow tulsi in my apartment. I used to grow a lot of little chilies. So started off with a very small effort and took baby steps, and that's all it takes. It takes a will, and you can do it. You don't have to have a big yard, and I really don't have a big yard. If you look at the yard space I have, just made use of every little bit of space that you,
Very effective utilization.
that's all you got to do. It's good for your pocket and for your health.
Yeah. Oh, another tomato tree over here.
Yes, I have some chilies, different kinds of chilies, some tomatoes, pudina. You can grow pudina in your backyard. And this is some ginger. You can grow
Oh,
ginger.
ginger?
Yes.
Wow. And how do you use it? Because
Yeah,
ginger is
after it
underground.
grows, you can pull it out, and you can use.
How do you know it's grown?
I let it grow till about, I would say, 10 inches, and a flower comes, and pretty much I let the flower dry out and I pull it out.
Oh, so can we just use a regular store-bought ginger?
Yes, and you gotta wait for a node to come out. Keep it in your the kitchen window, and when the node comes out, plant it,
Oh,
and you have your ginger. And it's rained a lot in San Diego, thankfully. So my yard is not looking that beautiful, but the fruits do taste very good. So this is my beautiful apple tree.
wow.
And
Look at those apples.
yes, this used to be the peach tree, which yields about 500 peach fruits. I make peach. We eat fresh peaches. We give a lot of our family and friends and neighbors, and I still get to make toko, peach toko, and peach jam. So just grow a peach tree.
500 peaches a year?
Yeah, in this
Wow.
tree and the one next to the fig tree, I have another peach.
Wow.
And when you plant a peach, make sure you have two peach plants because they pollinate with each other. And,
Oh, 2 peach plants?
and two pomegranates. You
Oh.
need, so it helps with the pollination.
Oh, so whenever we go pomegranate as well, we need 2, not just one.
Usually two, yes, yes. I have one pomegranate tree here, if you can see. There's actually one leftover pomegranate there, if you can see.
Oh, yeah, I do see, yes. So
And
they don't need to be close to each other.
they don't need to be. You can actually, it's better you put it farther away. And this is another type of guava. It is the same guava with a white flesh, but it is much more softer when you have it. But it is the same exact guava tree.
Wow, and this is,
It's
what do we,
the name. I don't know what it is called. You can.
I know in Telugu it's Regikailo, which we use during Sankranti, and what do you call in Kannada?
I think it is called. I'm just blanking out.
But it's a very, very rare fruit. I mean,
yeah, I've had it in India
especially
during
in US.
Sankranti too.
Yeah.
Let me try to recollect the name, what we call it. Ilchi Hannu.
Oh,
And this is again the pomegranate tree, second one. Here's my dragon fruit. This is one of the super fruits of our times. Um my kids love it. Just have one for breakfast and the regular dosa or whatever they have. And we all leave home eating half a dragon fruit, and it keeps me okay till lunchtime. So
wow.
this is a very
So,
healthy fruit to have.
when does dragon fruit, when do you get it? What is the season?
Yes, the season is when it is dry and arid. So we just will have to wait for the rains to stop and the weather to get a little warmer and dry. And then you have your beautiful dragon fruits, which are so good for your health.
I think you don't need to buy fruits outside. Everything is
I
homegrown.
still buy fruits outside, but yes, it is sufficient to keep us going. It is sufficient. And there we have persimmons. This
Oh,
is
you have parsley too. Wow.
yes. Right now, it's a wrong time to show off my garden, but there. I wish we could do this again during maybe August, September, and you will see everything with the fruits. And June is the time to see the peaches. Here is our persimmons, and this is our pear tree, which has yielded a lot of fruits this year. I'm not sure if you can get your camera right there. That's the pear.
And I can't believe you just spend like 3 to 5 hours a week for all this.
Yes, but there's an initial effort which goes into it. It is just like any other investment we do in life. You do have to spend the initial time while you're starting your garden, and after that, you run it like how you would run a company. You set everything up and let the nature take over. And this is our little lemon bush, and time to do lemon pickles. I'm waiting for my aunt to come from Connecticut. She's going to be here this Wednesday. So hopefully when she's here, we'll together put lemon pickle, and I'm going to enjoy it with my colleagues too, because a lot of my colleagues are waiting to have the lemon pickle.
This time I need to taste it as well. Can you show me your compost? In which one do you make your compost?
This is one, I got it from Costco. So like I said, I have already emptied everything for the season, and right now I'm starting it all over with whatever little scraps I'm having. It is available in Costco, but if you don't want to buy this, you can start it, dig a pit in your yard and start putting it there, and nature will take care of itself. So it's all about proportions while doing the compost, and that is dry to wet ratio. So if let's say you put this much of wet, put twice this amount of dry. So 1:2. 1:2 is the ratio that you need to
So
remember.
like all the food waste, if it's one, so the soil can be 2 times.
No, you don't even have to put the soil. You get some pellets on Amazon. You can buy that, or I don't buy any of that. What I do is I collect the dry leaves, and right now everything is wet. This is not going to help my process, so I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to let the sun come and then get all these dry, and I rake everything in, and I know what my compost quantities are. So this side I'm putting all the wet, so I know I need to put twice this much on this side dry, and then I start mixing the two.
And how long does it take?
It takes 3 to 4 months, and that's my
Wow.
little birdie which comes to drink the nectar from the banana flowers.
Oh.
We have several of them, and we have monarch butterflies which grace our backyard all the time.
Wow. It's such a pleasure to be here, Shilpa.
Thank you.
And
thank you for
by the way,
coming.
while going back home, I'm collecting fruits from this lovely garden. Thank you, Shilpa. Thank you so much.
You are well. Keeps the doctor away, but if auntie plans to come to my house every day, I don't mind giving the apple away.
Thank you, thank you.
Guys, everybody can grow. If I can grow, you can grow. So go ahead, start growing something, and you will feel so proud of yourself. We're all mothers, daughters, we're all wives. So if we take on so many different roles, we can take this role also to nurture the garden in your own little space. Do it, guys. You can do it.
Thank you.